Hi YouTube, this is Linda. Listen, I just wanted to show you the progress of the insulation. There's not going to be insulation there because the door's going there. But this is going to be the bedroom, and it's entirely insulated except for those. I'm trying to get this loft done today. And then I may have one of my sons do this other part because I'm 57 years old and not sure I want to stand up on a ladder. And I mean, this heat is just awful today. It's like 90 degrees and it feels like 100 and something, and with extremely high humidity, and you crawl up on the loft, it's probably 120 degrees up there just alone, and there's no fan or windows. I have a window there and the door there, but there's no breeze outside, and then I have that other window over there, but there's just no breeze, and there's no window on this side of the building to even open up to suck through a breeze. Anyway, that's what I'm working on, and I just wanted to give you that update. The insulation was a birthday present from my husband, because that's what I asked for, was insulation, and so he told me I could have 10 rolls, and I went and got 6 and some wiring, because as soon as this insulation's done, I'm going to need to wire. It's actually going to take about 7 rolls, 6.5 rolls for this room. But I have the wiring, and so I'm going to start the wiring after I get all the insulation in place, and the holes have been already drilled for the wiring in the studs, so it's just a matter of putting in the boxes and running the wiring. And just so you know, I knew nothing about how to do any of this. I've learned most of it on YouTube. And through my son, he knew nothing. He went to work as an apprentice for a little while for the Amish, and learned how to do a few things, and my other son, he's just kind of learned along with us, and so we've been doing this, learning as we go, and that's the whole deception of the world today. When America was first founded, there were no building codes, and there were no contractors, or, and that's a deception that they've given the American public an illusion that they have to have those things in order to do something. And it's just a matter of, a manner in the way that they can just tax more. Because not only then do they get to tax you for your income, but when you pay somebody, then they're going to tax them off of the money that you've paid them. And so, you see, it's just a kind of a vicious cycle. And, then there's permits and all that kind of stuff, and they get to make money off of that. And it just never ends. There are counties in your state, if you look hard enough. There are counties in your state that just go by the International Building Code, and then you don't have to have anything inspected except for the wiring and the plumbing, and that's it. And so then you can build whatever you want to build, and they don't say anything about it. So it's really easy to look up what that code is and follow that code, or look up code in your area and follow the code. It seems confusing at first, but you read it enough times that it starts to make sense, and anybody can do this, and this is what Yahweh wanted for us. He wanted us to He wanted us to enjoy the fruit of our labor, you know, the work that we do with our hands. He wanted us to work with our hands. He didn't want us to sit back idly and do nothing. And you know, by doing things like this, you know, and this is where, though I disagree with the Amish's doctrine, you know, they have it right in the fact that they set themselves apart. They're still interact with the world, and but they set themselves apart. They're peculiar in their manner, they're peculiar in their dress, they're peculiar in their in the manner in which they live and do things, and they don't rely on the government to help them. And so that's how I believe that Yahweh wanted us to live, you know. And I pray that this video will, and all of my videos will be an inspiration to you, so that you can see that, you know, I'm 57 years old. I don't get my strength from myself. I wake up with arthritis and pain, but you know, I get my strength through the Lord. And He wakes me up each morning, and I pray to Him, and I ask Him for His strength. And his knowledge and His wisdom, and He guides and directs me in all that I do. And at least I try, you know. And is it always the case? Not always. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this to you, and hope that, you know, my insulation doesn't look pretty, but it's insulated. So I just want to say Yahweh bless, and I hope this is an inspiration to you.